this is Chris from Fat Dog. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC.
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. I'm just, we're taking advantage of the nice overcast day. We're just going to go down to the pub.
It's been nothing but cloudy over here. So you know that whole solar storm that was supposed to happen where you're seeing the aurora borealis and everything? Nothing. None of that. We got totally deprived. Yeah.
I didn't see anything here either. I think it's a psyop. I think they're just seeing like you can do with mass hysteria. Just convince people there's a purple light in the sky and see what happens.
Yeah, just the world's powers just invading everyone mentally. You know, thinking that it's kind
no one's looking at what's happening in the street because they're too busy arching their necks up at the purple sky.
Yeah, that's the next great conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah.
How was going through all of Europe? You just got back from Brussels was your last stop?
Well, no. So we actually what we've just done is done a whole lot of English gigs.
Okay.
We did do. I mean, I think right after we left, you know, when we did our Electric Brixton gig, right after that we went to Holland the next day with just horrible hangovers.
Oh God.
And I think we played a couple gigs in Holland, and I think we played one in France as well. Mostly radio stuff, but it was a lot of fun. And then for the past 8-9 days or so, we've been going around the UK. And I think after this week, we're going to Germany, Switzerland, Brussels, Barcelona, doing a bunch of stuff there.
That's awesome. Last I heard, you guys were still using an unmarked white van to go from gig to gig. Is that still the case?
Yeah, we use our little pedophile van from the gigs. We wanted pretty early on because I know a lot of people, they get to a certain point, they want the big sleeper buses. Mm-hmm. And I think there is precedent for them sometimes. But I don't know. It just seems like a waste of money to me. It seems like a waste of money to all of us.
Right.
If my knees didn't feel like they were about to jump out of my legs at the end of a 6-hour journey, I just wouldn't feel like I'd actually gone anywhere.
All right. So the pain adds to the accomplishment at the end of the day.
Yeah. You feel like you're actually doing a day's work.
Do you find any kind of difference between say, I don't know, playing in a UK club versus Austin, Texas, or New York City or something like that, audience-wise?
So the difference between New York and especially London, UK in general, that wasn't too different. That was pretty similar. But then Austin, especially doing it for South by, we were playing places that 364 days out of the year, they're like a small taco bar. Or they're
right.
Not really a music venue, and then for 1 week of the year, they're a venue. So we learned a lot of compromise because some of these places we'd get there and be like, we need this, this, and this. They'd be like, we don't have that, and you're gonna have to make do. So that was really intense. We'd be doing 4 gigs a day, and we'd have to be kind of not stripping back the set, but figuring out how to do things right on the spot in a way that we'd never had to before. Because, I don't know, English venues, by and large, they're a lot of them have been purpose built for that, and a lot of the places we were playing in Austin, not the same. Basically,
a lot of gigs that had to transform last minute, all because of the festival.
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of exciting. I mean, bless the people who were doing that, because I think that must be turning your little restaurant place like that into a venue for just one part of the year, 1 week, and managing to pull it off. That's pretty impressive, and we had a great time because we just that we had the feeling of adrenaline you get from playing a gig, but we had that 4 times a day or so for 3-4 days. So we weren't really in a bad mood at any point. We were just enjoying being there, running to and fro from gigs. It's a good time.
Probably a lot of coffee shops, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's wild.
Yeah. Actually, I have a question that I pretty much asked from anybody in the UK. Coffee or tea?
For me, coffee, black. My dad is Canadian, and my mom is French Jamaican. Like, I'm not like the other ones. I've lived amongst them my whole life, but I'm not one of them. So I'm definitely a coffee person. I have at least 1 to 2 pot. My girlfriend's behind me. She makes me a pot of coffee in the morning. Every day, because I'm the most horrible motherfucker until I've had at least a pot.
Honestly, you're not in the minority anymore. A lot of people I've talked to from the UK, most of them have said coffee.
Oh yeah, well, this is the thing though, is that I've heard this too. I've heard there's a lot of people a lot like me around me, but I think we're too scared to speak out most of the time. Everyone in my band, they drink 100 cups of tea. And they put so much milk in it.
Oh, God.
Like a bitter milkshake.
At that point, you're better off just getting a hard espresso or a tank of it at that point, yeah.
That's what I think. I'm fucking European, mate. I've got a French mum. I have a great time doing my classy little, sitting in a cafe. And then on the other side, it's like my dad, he used to work as a graphic designer, North American, He used to do just black instant coffee in diners all day. Mm-hmm. That's one of the great pleasures in life is diner coffee. Holy shit, I love that stuff. That was good about New York.
Oh no, New Jersey has diners. It's almost illegal to not have a diner at least 5 times within a square mile. So it's pretty awesome over here. And a lot of people are actually transitioning to tea too, which I'm not really a fan of, but
No, that's gross. That's gross. Stop it. Let it happen.
I'm actually gonna throw you a big one right now. How do you see yourself in the band as getting to where you are today at this point? What was that journey like from starting at COVID sucks, let's form a band, to being about to drop a full-length label-back studio album?
Fucking bizarre. So I got pretty lucky because I joined the band a little later, and we got signed not long after I joined. So I didn't have to put in too much hard graft myself. So I've been pretty chill with that. But let me think. Going to we're now releasing a full album. It's kind of scary because we've had this sort of enigma as a band for quite a while, where we were this band that just had this word of mouth buzz, and then we start releasing stuff, and then there's this, you suddenly have this objective sonic imprint online or on a record on which people can then base everything else that they hear. So it means that we now have this standard by which we have to kind of benchmark ourselves every time we play a gig or something, which I don't think we actually need to do that, because the whole live album was our chance to do things that we couldn't do live because we didn't have 8 hands to play something. A lot of stuff on the album that we probably couldn't do live unless we had 5 more people in the band. So getting to that point, it's really exciting, but it's kind of nerve-wracking because it just means that there's going to be this whole group of songs where they're going to hear probably that for the first time before hearing us live, and then maybe when they hear us live, they're like, but that's not exactly the same, that's kind of the magic of performing live. It's most people don't want to hear it exactly how it is on the record unless people are some of the most boring suckers on the face of the planet. And not for nothing, I've not seen you guys live yet. I don't know when you're coming back in the States, but I've seen several of those windmill videos. They're wild. Oh yeah. They're good old times, bud. I think we're coming back in October, November. I can't remember the exact dates, but I think we got it on our social media, our big old world tour. Oh yeah, I think it's around that time we'll be back. Whereabouts are you based again?
New Jersey, so basically right across the water from New York City.
Oh yeah, fuck. I've been to New Jersey before. My uncle got married when I was a little kid in New Jersey area, I think. Interesting choice of place for a wedding, eh?
Yeah, that I would have never assumed the connection to the armpit of the nation.
Nah, you're good people. I like people from New Jersey. You guys, like, I feel like you're all the best fucking plumbers in the world, best electricians. You guys take no bullshit from anyone.
Oh, no, that's fair.
Sorry, I know like 3 people from New Jersey, and 2 of them are electricians, and 1 of them's a plumber, and that's what I'm basing it off of. But fucking salt of the earth people.
No, that's about 50% of us. You're right there. That's like one of those correct stereotypes.
Which is, I know, like, God, like, someone from New Jersey versus someone from New York, I know who I put my money on to win in a fight.
All right, I'll take that as a compliment in that case.
That is a compliment, yeah, 100%.
Has it actually kind of set in that Fat Dog has now become like this full-time thing for you guys?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this year I'm so busy that the thing that I'd be doing if I wasn't doing Fat Dog right now would be it would be a cheesemonger. I'd from the age of 18 I've been making, or not making, but like aging and selling cheese for a French company in London. So I haven't had much time to be doing that recently.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say it's full time. Because even when I'm not doing it, I'm thinking about it. And this year, we're definitely doing a lot of it rather than just waiting to do it. I don't know. Yeah, it's full time now.
I actually heard that you failed your audition for the band originally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
I knew the old synth player, and I wasn't in the band at this point. I was just a fan. Went down. I was like, I need to join this band. So I built up some courage with a few ales and went up to the old synth player, Will Cox. I said, hey man, is there any other instruments you need? I'd really love to help out. And he was like, yeah, we could do it like a violin or a viola. So I went, oh yeah, I play the viola. And that very night, I went on eBay in like a drunken stupor. And I bought a viola and gave myself, when it arrived, well, I actually had to go out into the countryside. It was like a 12-mile round trip because I thought I'd ordered it from next to my house. I was just looking at my own address on eBay. So it was way further than I thought it was. Went out to go get it. Gave myself a week to learn it. I really thought that I was God's gift to music. I thought I was killing it. Went in the room and it sounded like 2 cats fucking. It was just horrible. But I think Joe, when it comes to like people being in the band, a lot of the time, it's not necessarily because of the competence. It's like, can we be in a band together for a long period of time? Mm-hmm. And that's how that worked out. I also had a chance where they were like, what was it? Ben wouldn't have been able to do bass playing in Europe for some reason or another. I've been playing bass since I was 6, so I decided, like, they were like, do you want to do that? Didn't need me for that, but they were like, eventually, just do keyboards. We need a keyboard player now. So it worked out fine, you know. You just got to be balls to the wall, confident about things, and things work out.
And so you tried to master the viola in a way. Had you ever picked it up before?
No. I used to play double bass, and I thought that would be similar. I couldn't be more wrong.
Totally different, like regular double bass or like fretless.
No, like the like regular double bass.
Okay.
I was classically trained on double bass from the age of about 6. So I used to do like classical music and jazz on double bass and play electric bass a lot. I don't know what I was thinking. But the thing is like no one in Fat Dog really plays instruments that they. I mean, Morgan does. Johnny plays drums. But me and Joe. Like, Joe's a bass player, I'm a bass player, he's now a guitarist, vocalist. I play keys and synth, and I play guitar sometimes. We're all just a bit mixed up. It's in this, like, pure sense, it's just, we need to make the sound good, so just pick up the thing that you need to pick up in that moment. And that way, it works quite well. Whatever
part you need from scratch, essentially, right?
Yeah, I think our mantra at the moment is just do your fucking job. Our job isn't I play keys, it's like I do music. So, you have to be fairly pragmatic, able to like just pick something up.
That's awesome. You you guys actually got Mandy Indiana to make a remix of All the Same. Do you plan on having any more remix tracks out before the?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be fun. There's a few, like, I have people in mind that I want to do. Joe has people in mind that he wants to do remixes. So I think it's just a matter of us, like, all agreeing on who's going to do which remix. Because I have some. There's this really great Irish guy. I can't confirm, like, I can't say that he will be doing it, but there's this guy, Mount Palomar, who's this Irish guy I met. He does great fucking remixes, and his own music's really cool. I think the second gig he ever played was just this night at Berghain, which I find fucking insane. So I would love for him to do something, but I can't say for sure that he will or not. Yeah, and obviously there's like other things like Paranoid London and shit. That'd be very cool if we could get them doing it. Yeah, loads of choices though. Lots of good people doing stuff at the moment.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So actually, before we wrap up here, I want to do a series of potpourri questions I call 3 questions from the Magic Crystal Ball. Are you ready?
All right.
What breed of dog is Fat Dog?
Just like the most mongrel dog ever. It's probably like a mixture of everything. Because the music is just so mongrel.
Wait,
hang on. My girlfriend's right. I'm totally wrong. It's an XL bully. It's an XL bully. They eat toddlers.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it looks like a bulldog on the cover of the album, but then Johnny, he wears a German Shepherd mask, so that's why I was asking.
That's a him thing. He does that for his own pleasure. I don't know why he wears that. We never asked him. It just came on sometimes, and it never came off.
Oh my god.
I don't want to see what he looks like underneath that shit.
You know what?
He's doing
Good.
you a favor.
Good for him. Good for him. You've been given the opportunity to choose your last meal. What would it be?
Oh, fuck. You're talking to the right fucking guy here. Okay, so, are we gonna go through, like, the star, the main course, or are we just doing...
Do whatever.
Alright, like, the star, gonna be fucking lightly toasted brioche with a bit of foie gras on top.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
With lukewarm still water, by the way, as a drink. Then the main course, gonna be, probably like a roast leg of lamb, to be honest. Roast leg of lamb with roast potatoes, gravy, Yorkshire pudding, like that kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite meal. And then dessert would be sticky toffee pudding.
What is that? I've never heard of that before.
You don't know what sticky toffee pudding?
I have no idea. I'm an uncultured American. You have to realize this.
You need to look up sticky toffee pudding and just find a place in America, in New Jersey, that does sticky toffee pudding. I'm sure you will. It is the king of puddings.
All right.
It's like it's basically like ground up brown sugar, butter, dates, just into like a flour, into this like really lovely moist pastry that you serve like piping hot with this melted toffee sauce on top, and it's just, you have it with like vanilla ice cream or like double cream. It's unreal.
Okay, I gotta look this up immediately then.
It's fucking amazing.
My God. And finally, while I'm salivating over here, aliens invade Earth. We humans somehow win, but 95% of all culture is erased in the process of that. What is the one Fat Dog song that survives?
I think it would be Running, to be honest.
Running?
What do you agree? You think it would be Clowns?
No, I don't think it's Running. I think it's Vigilante from...
Oh, Vigilante. Yeah, okay, that hasn't been released yet, so people won't know what it is, but maybe it would be Vigilante, actually. That's the thing that I think that song represents Fat Dog so well. I also think Running does, but Vigilante, I think, is it's the introduction on the album, right? You know, it's like, this is the one where you go, oh fuck, okay, this is what it's going to sound like from
Okay.
here on out.
Okay, now I'm just getting excited for this album's release. But yeah, man. Thanks a lot for the convo and everything.
Thanks. Have a good one, man.